We've been waiting for you to come to this place. Waiting for you to come to this place. Wherever you're from, we're glad that you've come. We've been waiting for you to come to this place. Hi, guys. My name is Marcus Law, and we're going to do a presentation that we call Learning Through Music. Now, I know that a lot of you don't play instruments, and that's okay. But we're going to talk about this in depth a bit. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so here's the overview. First, we're going to talk about the connections to music and early learning. We're also going to discuss how music is integrated in the classroom culture. We'll be talking about how you can use music with children in the classroom and for your families at home. And we may try to sing some songs and try to have some fun. A music-rich experience for children of singing, listening, and moving is really bringing a serious benefit to children as they progress into more formal learning. And just to kind of piggyback off of that, the arts or just aspects of music definitely enhances even later learning skills with school age children, kids that are in band and chorus. Their academics actually raise with these extra skills. Like I said, kids get smarter through music. Okay, let's talk about 9 things kids learn from music. They learn auditory memory, gross motor skills, socialization skills, hand-eye coordination. They develop skills in vocabulary, definitely useful in all schoolwork. Creativity and imagination, awareness of body parts, auditory discrimination. That's things like same, different, slow, fast, high, low, loud, soft. And then executive functioning skills, discipline, and a happy attitude. Now, executive functioning skills, I always tell preschool teachers and just people in the field that executive functioning, um, executive executive functioning skills are a key aspect to school age learning. Like I said, these are the skills needed for kindergarten. These skills are simply needed for kindergarten. All right, when is music used in the classroom, or when should it be used in the classroom? During transitions, for language skills, problem solving, self-esteem. These are essential skills that can be used in the classroom. Um, all right, so guys, I'm going to show you music transition and action. This is a class that I taught during my grad program, actually at during the time when I made this video. And what's going on right here is that the kids are sitting down during reading time. This is after breakfast, and they're doing silent reading, and the transition is from silent reading to circle time. And so you'll see what the transition actually is, and that there's no words at all, but they know when the transition is supposed to happen. Cha-cha-cha. Well, good morning there, friends. All right, so yeah, so As you can see with that, I started off with the soft, light music, and then as soon as you heard the crisscross applesauce song, they knew close your books, put your book away, and sit down and get ready for circle time. Transition in action. All right, moving on. What do kids do during circle time? Right? They sing. They do movement activities. They do quiet listening. And just to talk about circle time in itself, and we'll go into it a little more in depth. Circle time is one of the only activities that cover every developmental domain of Head Start, like DRDPs, High Scope, Houghton Mifflin, etc. What can we do as facilitators in the environment, and how can we encourage parents to do things at home? Here's some things we can do. We can learn some of the songs that our students sing at school and at home. I mean, think of songs and TV shows that kids watch, and just start to learn more about them. I know it sounds weird, but it's an awesome connection piece to get into your learner's world. And it sounds weird. As my kids were growing up, I watched the shows that they watched as little kids, and even after they grew up, and I was working with kids in the preschool environment over the years, I'll watch their shows. What Paw Patrol, The Wiggles. I mean, I have a just so much information about these shows that kids watch, and it's an awesome connection piece. Also, introduce some of the songs that we learned as children, whether it was regular songs or children's songs, right? Peas porridge hot, peas porridge cold, peas porridge in the pot, 9 days old. That's a song that people don't even sing now, and we sang as kids. Also, you can't take your students to see live music, but you can expose them to that. Looking back to that class that I was working with, there was a student in there. His name was Dylan, and his family had a connection to the song Wadaliacha. I don't know if you guys know it. Wadaliacha, Wadaliacha, doodly doo, doodly doo. Right? The family had a connection to that. His parents did that song when they were kids. You don't want to limit yourself to just basically children's music. Try to venture to as much of a variety as you can. I've exposed kids to the Beatles, Sly and the Family Stone, Weezer. I mean, there are so many opportunities also for live music. You can give them access to things in the community, and then you can also use technology to show them live music. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and segue to circle time. And yeah, I'm gonna definitely let you guys know that is not me in that picture right there with kids. I randomly found that. So just FYI. All right, let's try to have some fun, right? And that's the basics of circle time and just everything in working with kids. Try to have fun, because if you look like you're having fun, the kids will definitely have fun. And honestly, you'll probably have fun as well. All right, so here are the objectives. We want to define circle time. We want to discuss the 5 components of a preschool music program. We want to share aspects of music and movement across the curriculum. And then we want to introduce and share some tips, some songs, finger plays, and movement activities. We're basically going to discuss the definition of circle time. We're going to go over the 5 components. We're going to discuss the definition of circle time, the 5 components. We're going to do some music activities that help to develop a music program across the curriculum. We're going to do an average circle time rundown. All right, so what is circle time? Circle time, which is also called group time, refers to any time that a group of people are sitting together for an activity involving everyone. So confidentially, this is virtual circle or group time. All right. Okay, here are 5 components of a music program. You need singing, playing instruments. You want movement activities and or dance, quiet listening, and rhythmic activities. Musical activities help children develop the following: their auditory memory, self-esteem, their gross motor skills, socialization skills, problem-solving skills, hand-eye coordination, directionality, vocabulary, auditory discrimination, which is same, different, slow, fast, high, low, loud, soft, and awareness of body parts and spatial awareness. Spatial awareness is knowing where your body is in space in relation to objects or other people. To have good spatial awareness, you also need to understand and respond to a change in position from these objects. This is a complex skill that children develop from an early age. They also develop creativity and imagination. They have a more expressive, disciplined, and happy attitude. These are all skills that are definitely essential for moving on from preschool to school age. All right, here's an average circle time rundown. There's hello songs. There could be name recognition. Usually they use that for attendance. You can go over the alphabets. You can go over weather, the days of the week, numbers, transitions, story time. Okay, here are 8 songs to memorize in preschool. If you don't have your list of songs, here's songs that I use. There's the Crisscross Applesauce song. It's an original, but I'll give it to you really quick. There's a hello song, 5 Little Ducks, 5 Monkeys, Little Red Caboose, Rockabye Your Bear. That's a Wiggle song. We're Going to the Zoo, and a Goodbye song. All right. All right. I'm going to share 2 things with you. First, the Crisscross Applesauce song. Crisscross applesauce, spoons in the bowl, knee to knee, knee to knee. Everybody said crisscross applesauce, spoons in the bowl, knee to knee, knee to knee. It's basically a chant. You could even do it without an instrument. Crisscross applesauce, spoons in the bowl, knee to knee. All right. Also, here's a finger play movement that a lot of people may know. This one's called Wadaliacha. Take your hands out like this, and you could slap your knees. Wadaliacha, Wadaliacha, doodly doo, doodly doo. Wadaliacha, Wadaliacha, doodly doo, doodly doo. Simplest thing, there isn't much to it. All you got to do is doodly do it. I like the first, but the part I like best goes doodly, doodly, do. Boop, boop. It's a really good finger play to teach. And even while you're teaching it, you could do funny things like, hey, when you put your finger on your nose,
You gotta put your nose like this, and then go on like that, and go like that.
the kids love it, especially when you put your hand,
Put your nose and you talk like that.
they love it. And everybody knows pretty much the 5 Little Monkey song, 5 Little Ducks. I think a lot of people may know. But the basics is that you definitely want to have an intro song, like a hello song, like Ella Jenkins. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine. I'm fine. And I hope that you are too. Um, and Rockabye Your Bear. Well, that's you know what? I think I'm gonna share that one. You can do, sorry. You can do an I say, you can do an I say you do song like Rockabye Your Bear. This is from a TV show called The Wiggles. It's really simple. Everybody clap, then you clap 3 times. Everybody sing, then you go la 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 la. Bow to your partner, then you bow. And then you turn around, self-explanatory. Put your hands in the air, then you rockabye your bear. Then your bear's now asleep. Shh, shh, shh. Your bear's now asleep. right? And then, of course, you can have a goodbye song because every beginning has to have a good ending, right? My goodbye song, I'll do it at the end of the presentation. All right, moving right along. What if you can't carry a tune in a bucket, right? Or play an instrument? Here's some things that you can do. First of all, don't be afraid to use technology, right? Your smartphone, your Bluetooth speaker, a laptop, a desktop, etc. Now, definitely you have to go with the rules of the center that you work with, but that's one of the best ways to use music in the classroom. Also, you can search for instrumental songs or karaoke versions of songs on streaming platforms like YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, etc. I have like a whole list of children's songs that are just instrumental that I use in the preschool environment, and when I do shows on the road, it's a really really good thing to use. Also, if you can't sing, you can try something that we call talking blues. Well, I call talking blues. Let's say, for instance, you don't know how to sing, right? You could just talk the words, right? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Look at that. I didn't sing, I just talked the words. Also, most of the time, if you can't sing, oh, sorry. And most of the time, if you can't sing, usually kids don't really care. They're not American Idol judges, right? Also, you can introduce a character as a mascot. You can use a puppet, you can use a stuffed animal. I'll show you one of my mascots. Sometimes you could find just a simple character. There's puppets in your preschool classroom. There are. And you can have that character do all kinds of songs like head, shoulders, knees, and oh, I don't have any knees or toes. Sorry. But yeah, those characters can help bring out your circle time. All right, so here's some closing tips. Number one, you want to inspire others to lead, right? Whether it's your students in your classroom, your colleagues, um, try to find some way to get the whole team involved because that will definitely make your circle time a lot of fun. Like I said earlier, introduce a character as a mascot, use a puppet, use a stuffed animal. I mean, you could just be creative with it. I've seen people use an actual whiteboard and put a character's face on it. Kids love any type of creativity. Also, share different aspects of music and movement across the curriculum. It doesn't have to only be in circle time. You can use music and all these games and finger plays throughout the whole day. Never be afraid to introduce and share songs, finger plays, and movement activities. Do the Google, look online. You could find a plethora of things to do. And if you can't sing, try the talking blues, right? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands, right? And most of all, have fun. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. And hopefully we can talk in the keynote.